So in this video I'm going to show you how to de-rattle the M4. Works probably, I assume, on most 4 Series or F30 3 Series. I've already started, so pretty much you take the kick plate out. Just be careful, I already broke that clip over there. These have like a sliding function, so I don't know, maybe there's a better way you just slide it. I kind of just popped it out like that, so be careful if you're popping it out here. Now, what I had was a rattle. When you banged on this, it would make a noise, so that's kind of the way to figure it out. I have some felt tape here. Not tape, but just pieces of like carpet, so I put a little tiny piece in each side there. This one's kind of coming out, but pretty much this is like a plastic piece that kind of bangs around here. Now I have a special technique for these clips in particular. Like this clip's good, it's not making any noise, but this one was moving. So pretty much the trick is you want to wrap around those clips. Any noisy clips you have, there's plenty of them in the door panel. I'm going to take that off next. Like if you bang this guy right here, there's a lot of stuff in there, so pretty much you want to wrap those clips in that tape, and it actually suppresses the noise and it makes it much quieter. So when you're playing some rap music or anything bassy or just going over bumps or whatever, you don't hear this like buzzing, annoying sound that just drives you crazy. So for example, this piece here, the actual kick plate itself, look how loud those clips are. Crazy, man. So let me show you what to do about that. So take one of those clips out, get a piece of tape about that big, and you can just wrap it right around. This is the desired result right here. When you wrap them around, you want to kind of wrap them tight. You get this little piece at the top, you can just clip this piece off, just snip that off so you can actually slide it in. Only for these clips, the flat clips. I'll show you how to do it on the door clips when we get to that. There you go, I cut the top off, now it's a bit more flat. Now you should be able to slide it in these tracks here. So I've gone ahead and slid that one in there. Doesn't look too pretty, but man, that is solid. Even though that piece got cracked, that piece is solid right there. That's not gonna rattle. I'm gonna repeat the steps for the rest of them. I'm gonna show you the difference. So right now we're at this. Crazy. There you go. Every single one of them, all the way down, is now taped. All the way to the back. You can kind of see. Now, I kind of figure you might want to keep it in the middle, okay? There's like a little yellow thing there. You can slide, you might not want to slide it too far back because you gotta line it up with the holes there. But check this out. No more noise. That is the solution to the problem, especially down here too. Let's go ahead and put this back together. Also, I realized after putting it on, it still had a little bit of a rattle, so I'm gonna put a piece like kind of right here, just a little felt piece, so that when you go on it, when you bang it, it doesn't rattle. So to remove the door panel, I see people trying to clip it out here, but you need to be very careful, otherwise you're gonna mar up and ruin your leather. You know, you're gonna scuff all this stuff, especially this thing here. It scuffs up easily. So do not use a trim tool here, or else you'll ruin your leather. Instead, there's actually, let me see if I can show it on the camera. It's a bit tricky to get that angle right. Let me see, I cannot even figure it out. Oh, okay. In here, there's a little hole right here. See that? That is where you put your trim tool. Just kind of feel on the underside of it, and you'll see that there's like this little pocket. That's where you can stick your trim tool in, peel it back, and slowly work your way around here. Again, just be very careful with the trim so you don't ruin your leather, but that is the actual hole for it. Okay, I've loosened this up now. Now you can see there's a gap here at the top, and I didn't even use any trim tools here, and you see it's still good. Now, the way you want to do this, there's like a clip at the bottom, like a guide kind of clip there at the back. Just do this very slowly, very carefully. You want to kind of lift it back and like almost kind of like twist it down and back. And then this guy, there's another guide clip there, so this one you can almost have to like fold it back there. I wish I could show you, but it's hard to do, you know, with one hand. You kind of want to use both hands for this. So here it is with the trim removed, and just to kind of show you That's the guide clip right there. So this guy kind of falls back there behind there. You see? It's kind of like that, and then this metal piece, this clip goes in there. When you pull back, it's metal, so it retracts, and then you can kind of pop it out there. There's another one supposed to be right there, but it looks like the dealership ripped it off or something, because I had some warranty work done on this car before. It looks like they ripped it off because it came out much easier than the passenger side. So that's what it looks like. Just so you know, those are all your clips. So again, you want to start right there, right where you have that notch. Put it in, work your way slowly, get this piece out, and then you have, I believe it's a T20 or T25 screws. Of course, they would replace it with a Phillips screw from the dealership. But anyways, that's what you would normally have there. Once you got those out, you want to start working your way on the clips on the door. So it's good to kind of start at the bottom corner there and just get your trim tool in there and just start prying it out. There's a few clips all around the bottom that go onto the top, and then the ones at the top go straight out. I'll show you a picture once I remove it. Okay, I did get it out all the way. Pretty much, if you want to, you can start unplugging some stuff, but I mean, I don't really need to. It's just, you know, you just put something there, you know, just to keep it up, and it's very simple what to do from here. But if you want to see kind of how it starts, let me show you. Started at the bottom, and now we're here. So I start at that clip right there in the corner. You can kind of see, so I start from that clip and I went to the bottom, and there's a few along the bottom. Once you kind of get like these 3 or 4, you can just use your hands, put them underneath, and they come out really easy. So you start at the bottom, go up here, go all the way down around the bottom, go up here. This is what they look like here. You got a few more there and one up here. That kind of clips in there. These are the ones at the top. These ones at the top kind of, they go straight out and they go in here, these little holes here. When you put this back together, if you know, if you're shaking this thing and moving it, sometimes these can slide back and forth, they can move. So when you're putting it back, it might not properly line up with the hole here, so just be careful, make sure that you line them up here. And once you have this here, all you do is just pick a side that you start on. See, like these things, these are what's rattling inside your door, all these clips. So when you go over a bump, all these things, all these rattle. So you want to take one out and do that tape trick, and this is really where that tape trick works. I'll show you an example. So this guy here, we're going to take him out, we're going to wrap him in the tape, and then we'll go from there. Some of these are a little tricky to get out. Sometimes they get caught on, you see how there's a ridge there? Like, it's very hard to get that out. You most want to like put something underneath there or scuff it up a little bit for the ones specifically that are closest to the door. These ones back here are fairly easier to get out, I believe. Yeah, you see they just come out like that. Even though they have those ridges there to prevent the clip, for some reason those 3 at the front are like super difficult, and then the rest are really easy. So we'll do that tape trick now, and I'll show you the difference. So before we're out here, I'll show you what happens then. This is the finished result. You wrap that top half of the clip with the electrical tape. Electrical tape works the best. These things are a little sharp, so just be careful with your fingers. But you take this guy and you slide it back in. You want to wrap this tight with the electrical tape, and then this will create more room and it'll prevent those clips from rattling around in the door panel. Okay, so there you go. I stuck it back in. That's the one with the electrical tape, and look. That one doesn't move. So pretty much repeat the process for all the clips, and that should conclude your door rattle, at least from the clips. You might have some other stuff, but I mean, everything else seems pretty fine. It's mainly just those clips that rattle here. Okay, I've got all my clips all taped up, every single one of them, except for this top guy here. This one's actually pretty solid. Actually, I might do that, but you know, this one is pretty good. Pretty much to put this back, you want to start with the top clips. Again, make sure they line up. So get your top ones first. Don't forget to put in your door lock, and then make sure the other clips line up. Don't just smash it back in right away, just make sure they line up and clip it in slowly, and you're done.